All right, so we'll call the selectmen's meeting to order here at 8 a.m. Thank you guys again for rescheduling. So first up, we have to approve and sign the workshop minutes from January 19th.
Motion.
All right, do we have a second?
No.
All right, all those in favor? Aye. Me too.
Selfish.
That is not a word I would describe.
No.
There's a lot.
Next up, we have to approve and sign the minutes from, March 19th.
The motion to accept and presented.
All right, all right, all those in favor? And I will abstain because I was absent. Next up, we have some highway safety grants.
Yes, this is the annual one that we do, so they get reimbursed like when they do it.
I just signed it. We have to reprint that page.
Okay, you guys can just redo it and then
Yeah, sorry.
that's okay. This is the grant we do every year, like they do speed patrols or DWI, special details, and their overtime gets reimbursed to us.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it requires, so Cheryl, I think I've got it.
We need a motion.
Yes, I need a motion.
So we need a motion to accept the local patrol enforcement equipment grant. Is that one?
Yeah, enter into the grant,
Enter into the grant.
and then we will have a public hearing to accept the funds
Okay.
up to the, so you're.
Up to 2,000. Great.
I think that was it in the. Sorry.
Well, goodness, so like,
You do, I'm just making sure. I'm not- Okay, so right there and.
And I'll second the motion.
thank you. All those in favor?
Wait on that line. I think that's it on that page. It's this one. Then you're gonna sign here. And then these,
Initial.
oh, just on that group, it's that page, then these, all three of you guys are gonna have initial. Every page here.
And date it today, correct?
Yes, or I can do it after if you want, but if you guys, whatever you wanna do.
And then this one is the next one?
No, I don't think there's, can you just- I think that was just supporting documents for me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's good. Yeah, did you get them all?
No.
There's like 5 or 6 pages worth.
This is the one we need.
And so it's just this one grant today?
Well, then Jim is here.
Yeah,
for-
no, I meant for the PD.
Oh, yes,
Okay, these are just all the other supporting documents for it.
yes.
Got it. I wonder if we go in and remove him and add him back in. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
All right.
bizarre. All I can think was maybe I have.
So we-
the
This one, thank you. All right. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
I'd like
Thank
to
you
start by
for
thanking
rescheduling.
Scott for moving this meeting to Friday, so I don't have to go to the gym today. Thank you very much.
Wasn't my idea, but I got out of it too. I
I
saw Ray today last night.
I'm here as the Secretary of the Conservation Commission. As you all know, money was approved by the town to begin a forestry plan for the future. on managing the agricultural aspect of Merriam Woods. A forester has been contacted. He actually volunteered and came with a couple of walkthroughs with me about the project. The name of the company is stated right now, but I sent it all to you.
Mhm.
And he was waiting to develop the plan. I don't know, have you received anything? I thought I was going to see something soon,
I
but
think it was copied on, we were both copied on this. I got an agreement and his certificate of insurance.
oh, I didn't, I'll have to look around. I haven't seen
If
it.
not, I have it.
Okay.
I'll-
But he was waiting for the approval of the town for the money and we got it, so he's designed it. He also recommended that we apply as owners of Merriam Woods for a private lands habitat improvement program, small grant, which is a pretty straightforward. In fact, it was so straightforward that I was just gonna do it until the town administrator said, no, you have to, the selectmen have to approve everything. I believe you received a copy of the application. And the only question I have is if you agree, after you ask any questions you have, if you agree, it needs to be signed by the landowner's signature. I guess that would be a select person. In case all three of you have to sign, there's only one little spot. I brought 3 copies if you all want to sign, but
No, they can motion and then the chairperson. can
Appoints,
sign.
yeah.
okay,
So they can appoint her too.
sounds good.
No, this is great. We appreciate them
That's
coming forward and
wonderful.
mentioning it.
The hope is that we can get some money to offset some of the expense of setting up our forestry plan. That's one of the reasons. I've been in touch with the people, her name is Becky. At New Hampshire Fishing Game, there, she's the one who I'm sending this to. She didn't say it was yay, but she said she was looking forward to receiving it, so I guess that was a good indication.
It says on here that there's a $4,000 limit. What were we gonna go for?
I went for 1,500.
Oh, you're gonna get it.
That's the maximum I could request at one time, I think.
Okay. Must be open enrollment, like they just take them as they.
I don't know, that's
Oh.
why I got here as fast as I could.
Sounds
I'd like
great.
To get my stuff mailed.
That's wonderful.
Yep,
Mailed.
no, we appreciate it.
Always
Thank you for
like
doing it,
money.
right?
It's not here yet, but
Great, yeah. I make a motion to sign the small grants program application.
That make motion that Joe can sign.
Okay.
Small grant application.
Yeah, motion for yourself.
So, I make a motion, so it's gonna sign the small grant application.
So
Do I have a
I
second?
will certainly second it.
Okay, all those in favor?
you want to sign this one?
I need a copy of it.
A copy or this one?
Do you want me to just
signature?
sign both copies?
Well, I have it right here.
Okay.
Yeah, just sign both, that's fine. I'll keep an original in the office, then he can.
Okay.
And then I also have the contract here for the Forest Service.
For the,
I mean, the
Forestry.
Forester.
yeah. Thanks. What's their name? Something LLC.
Do you want me to sign your copy?
Yes, please.
Yep. Alright. The next thing on the agenda, then?
Oh, yeah.
The
I don't remember.
traffic planning agreement?
Yes.
Okay. Does the conservation committee vote on this as well? After we approve it?
They have already, they're the
They
ones
have
that,
already.
they presented this to
Okay.
us, to me to present to you.
With their approval, okay,
Yes.
great. That's great to have things moving forward on that,
And this
It's
is
great to
already
have a well
budget,
conservation
so
council.
it just requires a vote and signatures from you guys.
Okay. I vote to accept the Woodstock stewardship agreement from the Forest Service. Do I have a second?
Yep.
All those in favor?
Uh,
don't know if it's from a
No, it's
forester.
from the
It's-
forest
it's-
resource consultant.
It's from the forester that's going to be doing the,
Forester.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And then you have the invoice.
Yes, and I actually have the check, it's on my desk, I just didn't mail it until I had your approval.
So that's the check.
The check is on my desk, I was just waiting to get the approval, so that will go out today, actually.
Okay, great, just. We'll report that back.
Like, if you want a copy of it, Jimmy can stop at my desk and I can make you a copy before I mail.
I don't need it,
We're gonna have it here if you ever need it.
Great. When do they expect to get started, could you say at least?
we've been waiting for the snow to go away and the approval.
Great.
Both things have happened, so
Within a month or
anytime.
so? Great. Wonderful. Anything else?
not for me.
Awesome. Well, thank you to your group for getting us going and doing such a great job with it, keeping it moving forward. So. Old business, old voting.
I had a question. What about the, what happened with the, parking lot meeting in?
Oh,
I believe that is.
it's.
Yes, I shouldn't have brought it up. I shouldn't have brought it up. I'm clueless because I just know what happened.
They're gonna revisit it in a couple months.
Okay.
They're going to give room for. And they're gonna revisit.
Okay,
So it's been put on hold. The zoning board placed it on hold. For 2 months, and they're gonna have another meeting.
oh, so it's not good. It was
No, it just,
controversial.
no, it was controversial and it's so that they can look into and address everyone's concerns that were there.
Okay.
And just to make sure that they are.
Did they post, was that recorded? Is that a
I-
posted, recorded meeting?
Yes,
It is? Okay. So we can go back and read it.
they had the screen
They did?
as we were at the meeting.
So we can go, we can look
So
at
we can go back in.
Yeah, I would suggest that you guys go watch it.
Okay.
one. Doing a couple hundred galleys today. I'll
Yeah.
keep myself busy.
Great.
Whether it's approved and posted, I don't know.
Gotcha. All right. Very good.
Um,
Well, thank you for attending that.
and Scott and I had. Well, we last minute found out about a webinar on managing STRs and
Oh,
put on
great.
through my clerk's software, because they got bought out. And it was like last minute, we got the notification, so I signed us up real quickly because they said that they would then give us the webinar on it.
Right.
So,
excellent.
so we're all gonna get it, so.
Oh,
Sounds
good.
like a
Yeah,
lot of
you
things.
share that with
Yeah.
all of us? Great.
Sounds like a lot of things we can do on our own.
Yes.
Yeah.
Town meeting.
Yeah.
And it-
You know,
I just
not
hope
big.
that they'll have
And it
somebody
talks about
visiting it
a
as again.
software program,
Oh, good.
so I quickly signed us up as soon as I found out that, we could get access to it.
At the minimum, I think they should be inspected. We should have their names and addresses.
yes.
Yeah.
So as soon as one of us gets it, we will
Share it out.
share it out.
That would be great.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
So you want me just to go on? I have.
Yep.
So I'm not sure if I missed it, if it came into my email or not, but anyways, June Garno from our New Hampshire Mapping and Planning Solutions, made me aware last night that we hadn't signed the agreement, and they're already in the process for them updating our standard update that the state requires for the hazard mitigation.
Mm.
So I have a copy of it, and I didn't know if you'd motion and sign, we're already in the works, I'm not sure where it went, but.
I think our son's doing it now.
Yeah, or it is, but somehow we missed it, and I just wanna take care of it.
He's been coming with her year after year after
It
year, and
was-
I think she's finally maybe
She was,
retired.
training, yeah, the last time we did it, which was 5 years ago, he was already in.
It's every 5 years.
So I just need a motion and then for Cheryl to sign.
A motion for Cheryl to sign the,
Planning scope of work and agreement for Woodstock Hazard Mitigation Plan update.
Yeah. that-
sign that.
Is there a second?
Second,
Yes.
all right, all those in favor?
Uh,
Aye.
That takes care of that. And then you guys have, besides you, the first quarter warrant for water and sewer.
No, I don't want to.
And
No, go on.
if you guys could motion and sign that and the top and bottom stuff. There's no notices on each board.
So make a motion to go
No, go ahead.
sign the water and sewer
First quarter.
first
Bills.
quarter bills. Do I have a second?
Yeah,
Right, all those in favor,
all right.
as we're signing?
That's pretty, it's your standard stuff.
Yeah.
Just, I wanted to get it done while I was in here.
When the bills due, no.
The 24th of May.
Oh, that was
And
really nice of you.
so-
Memorial Day.
We're a little late. They usually, so the first quarter was late because we were waiting for all that information to go in,
Yeah.
from DES. It was like, what, 6 pages, 4 pages and stuff? And then this one, so I wanted to wait a little bit to give them some room, but also I had to wait for the CCR report that has to go in this first quarter billing, so. That's that. All right.
Great.
Now. This, if you guys can all, Kathy's worked really hard. You should look, we got a little note in the back room. She's starting to make our forms online fillable.
Excellent.
So she's left you guys a note and she'd like you to go to check it out, play with it, see what needs to be tweaked.
Is it online now?
It is.
Okay.
Okay.
Basically the same thing, it's just got the little check boxes.
I
and
think we need to fix it, but
you send
that's
us
for, to start, I think that's
She
a
sent
great
us an
way.
email with the link in it.
Yeah, and then, you know, she has some, and maybe, scan this, Kathy, with your highlighted stuff and notes and attach it with it so they can look at what your questions are.
That would be perfect.
All right.
The only
The whole process.
real change on it that I suggested, in the budget made for 20 years. They get the permit, they can get put the cement in the ground first and then get the
No.
permit.
They're not supposed to do that.
No,
We
Well-
tell them they can't do that.
We need to be able to make that
Well,
clear
there
on
is-
that form. It's never been really spelled out.
There is like a little paragraph up here if you wanna check it out too.
Okay, that's fine.
It's kind of like the very beginning, so hopefully they'll read that.
and also,
Maybe we should highlight it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of things have to, you fill in, a porch, make more livable space, if you've got, I mean, there's a lot, the whole process
Process.
needs to look at.
And regulatory process of it needs to be visible.
Yes.
It's becoming more and more important.
Now, what has to go through town meeting, if we,
I don't think any major
Well,
changes.
the position of a building inspector and what that building inspector is required, like right now, he was adopted to regulate your setback ordinance.
right,
So,
we'd have to change his job description, and that we need to go through,
well, some things are mandated by the state
sure.
that we should be doing.
It would just put that as part of the building,
Right,
because right now it's kind of silly, the whole
but I
thing.
think that's going to be required, like workshops and,
What does, I wonder if you email out to your mail server group and ask them if they have any job descriptions for building inspector. they're
oh,
willing
what
to
they should
share.
go, they
Yeah.
go.
But if they
Yeah.
were willing to share it, that might help us.
To smaller communities.
To the smaller ones, yeah.
We don't need a man.
No,
And
we
you
don't
really
need-
need, no, you need to have like, maybe a thing that you start because of the code enforcements that we maybe reach out to other communities to see if they want to share one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're not, I don't know. I think that's another.
Yeah.
Right now, we took the current form, made it fillable, we just want you to look at it.
No,
Yeah.
I agree, but I think,
And maybe have some work.
I think
done.
we need some,
This other stuff.
And I will send out for a
and maybe,
building inspector and code enforcement. I'll do
Yeah.
both.
and maybe ask Laura what we can update and not update
Yeah.
ourselves. Can we
That's a
just,
good idea.
can we just put in the state requirements in there, just put them in our thing without,
I'll send her.
I don't have any idea.
I'll send her the warrant, when the building inspector was adopted too.
We want to get into regulating new toilets and stuff like that.
No, but we do, and the other thing I think you need to think about is right now, there is no consequences.
No, I agree.
There's no penalties for not doing what you're supposed to do, so. I
The state
think
probably has some,
the state does, but we do not.
but we do.
But we highly recommend you don't do it.
But I mean,
So
if-
it's very hard. You know, if you're gonna have these things, you gotta give us a way to enforce them, I guess is what
I
I'm
think
saying.
so,
You gotta give them some,
Right.
yeah,
'cause
I
we have
think
no
it's a
way to
lot of
enforce-
middle ground between regulating new bathrooms and.
Yes.
You know,
oh,
you know,
that's the code
and,
thing.
and, you know, totally upgrading a house.
Right.
You know what I mean, this, you know, cause now you can gut a house. That's worth 80 grand, spend 600 or 700,000 on it. And not need a building permit.
That's because of footprint. Of the
That's what I'm saying, I think there's something in the middle here.
Well, I think we should know what's going on inside too.
I do too.
I mean,
Well, what we-
To a degree,
To a degree,
yeah.
What we expect to happen is when they come around to evaluate the stuff, that Cindy's gonna pick it up.
but how do
If
they
they
know?
allow, if they allow them in, they're not, that, so that's where the struggle is, a lot of people are not allowing that anymore, and since COVID has gotten really bad.
So there's something in the middle there.
Right, we gotta find the middle ground, and like Cheryl said, we'll send out and see what other towns are doing.
Yep.
A lot of times, I mean, we're one of the few.
A lot of the
that
stuff
have
we're doing
zoning,
is,
so it's a little hard.
a lot of that stuff we use is stolen from other towns anyway.
Oh, yeah, we all do that. We
Not like
all,
our
you
water
know,
convoy.
I'm in the managers group, we all are doing the same thing, you know,
Yeah.
why recreate the
That's
wheel?
why
So
No, why spend a
That's why
lot,
you have a group,
We've got those managers.
that's why we go to our conferences, that's why because you learn something.
why spend tens of thousands of dollars when
Right.
somebody else
To
already
reinvent
has?
it. Right.
Right, so then I'm on to, this was in the back room. I'm not sure what to do with it. It is the excavation that's going on down at the Divine property. This is time, so technically, so I called Steve from DRA because I was working with Rex. He's saying that all my intents should go through the planning board, which makes perfect sense. They should be. And if they don't have any issue, then fine, have you guys sign off on it. I have not got, these are kind of time sensitive. They should be working without them. I've sent this off. I have not had a chance to, I have not heard back from them. And I know that there's a meeting scheduled for,
We had a meeting and they went over,
and on this, on the,
Uh-huh.
did they say
they
this?
said it was fine.
So, oh, it is. So I did not
But
hear that. That
I'll
did not
get
get
you
really-
the minutes, that way.
Okay,
I get the
so
minutes.
if that's the case, then can I just get your signature?
I'm glad I missed that meeting.
Well, no, I didn't know that, so I didn't want to be holding him up, and when we were
No.
going to release it, I wanted the vote to come from you guys, not me,
I bet that,
if it was controversial.
I bet that was.
Oh, their signatures are already on.
Yeah, I was not, because I hadn't heard, and I didn't want to do it if without the vote of the board. Okay. All right, and then my last thing are my old voting machines.
Yeah.
So the Secretary of State, we were down there, Jay, Ken and I, and 4 other towns, met with the Secretary of State on the 17th. And they would like to buy our old machines for $100. Which probably I'm not gonna get, they're not supporting these machines, everybody is going to be eventually forced. I mean, I might have another town that's
I was gonna say,
interested.
I bet you there's
We're gonna need
towns
it.
that are still.
Oh, well,
Municipal
this
thing.
hurt us because now they know the Secretary of State has bought them for parts.
Mm.
And they're gonna share those parts with other, to get them through until they. Anyways. One of my thoughts is that it's $100 and I would like to ask, this is one of the original voting machines that came to New Hampshire and was approved in New Hampshire, and maybe we ask the Historical Society if they'd like one of them to
Mm.
keep. And then have permission to sell the other for the most money I can get.
Mm.
I mean, I'm not sure, it's not gonna be much, but
No,
I need permission to sell them and I need permission to offer them to the Historical Society, and then if the
The
historic,
Penny one or?
ours in Lincoln.
Yeah. Okay.
If
I'll make that motion.
Okay, do I have a second?
You,
All those in favor?
uh,
Aye.
this would be kind of cool, and it was the first one for Woodstock,
Yep,
and that's all I have on.
Any public comments or questions on any of the agenda items here today? No?
no, I did, Judy and I had a brief conversation. I don't know if it's new business or old business. About that piece of road that goes from Avery Farm Road to the gate up on Triple Arrows.
Okay.
2/10 of a mile there.
Yeah.
Part of what's going on with this whole parking lot thing is people are concerned, part of the concern is if you build a parking lot and they're asking for 46 spaces and you don't take care of the parking down on the road, you just, for all intents and purposes, doubled the amount of people that can go out into, Russell Craig.
Right.
So we've already addressed this with, Laura, and she hasn't had a chance to get to it, but she's gonna assign it to somebody possibly new
Yeah, within the next couple of weeks.
within the next couple of weeks to, address this. I was questioned on it Monday night at the planning board meeting.
She knows it's on her radar, it's just between town meetings and budgets,
Yeah.
and they're short staffed. I mean,
Yeah.
the municipal world is
That's
struggling.
Steve
right now.
left, so
Huh?
when Steve left, that took a big
Walter?
chunk out of it.
Well done.
Walter left too. that's
Walter,
right.
Steve left, God, maybe even 10 years now.
Hasn't it been
maybe-
that long?
uh,
No, it hasn't been.
Oh, it was before Joel left, so.
Yeah.
Maybe 5, 6 years, I don't know. It's been a while, and then Walter retired, and there's not a lot of lawyers going in the municipal world.
And the other thing is, on Mountainside Road, the class 6 unmaintained. The way we sign for it every year, when we go over the grant money, is that dead ends up in the national park.
Right.
Well, if you go to the state site, what it does is it gets to the railroad grade and then takes off and goes that way. So what it does is it just made, it just went across private property and everything else.
Mhm.
We have attempted to get them to remove that because it's inaccurate,
Mhm.
and they haven't done it. I guess,
Which goes back
good
to
until
Jimmy's
Jimmy
case.
used to
feeling
beat his head against the wall over that, 'cause it's been like that for a long time, on
Jimmy,
the
yeah,
state website.
Yeah.
Jimmy would.
And so people go to that and they use it for GPS, and the next thing you know, there's a lot of traffic on, it, which is fine, as long as the pads don't mind, they own a good share of that road in national forest. My property abuts that, but, we should, when we come back, we're gonna do it again this spring, just in the next couple of weeks.
Well, Mike,
probably.
I told you yesterday, Mike's working on that, and you
Right.
can reach out to him and get, because he's gonna be submitting that map.
Yeah, and I'll try to address it again.
Great.
Yeah, but for some reason, it does not get changed, I don't know why.
And one little thing is that there has been a lot of bitching about the old traffic lights.
Mhm.
I thought
Jimmy was always so proud of them because of the oldest
Yeah.
ones in the
Well,
state.
nobody likes them. That's-
I thought you had them change.
They changed they kept the structure, it's not so much the old traffic lights, it's the way they have them programmed.
Yeah.
Right. So I
And
thought
they-
we had them put a new one in, but they just didn't change the programming?
They did, they changed it to the way they want it.
And they
don't-
screwed it up.
They won't change it, I don't know which way is which, but, they will not fix it.
Yeah, you don't wanna blame, because you missed the beat.
Right, that's pretty much what the complaints are. It's not the.
Oh, no, everybody, I've heard it from everybody.
Oh, I just had yesterday,
Yeah.
oh my God, for 20 minutes. Up one side and be down the other. So I told them, I've been telling the people to call New Hampshire DOT because it will get, the more you guys call to complain, to support our complaint,
Yeah,
it will be more helpful.
Yeah.
They might respond.
Yeah.
Right now,
That's a business owner.
yeah, right
can we
now,
write them a letter, have we written them a
Oh.
letter, DOT?
the police have called them, the highway department's called them, I have called them.
Well, let's send an official letter.
Let's send
We
an
can-
official letter from the select board,
Yeah, you
saying,
can.
listen, our residents are up in arms.
They were here in one of your meetings where you
Well,
guys have
well,
done
Is
them.
that
let's just do it and have it documented. you
Yeah.
know.
Let's have it, yeah.
It's just,
No,
I don't know.
and he just
And then-
punched around and said, oh, you're on the list, you're on the list. He didn't say anything.
well, we're kind of waiting too, because we
Send
know
us the
they're
codes,
coming.
we'll do it ourselves.
You know, we want to do that next section and the wall at the same time that they're coming through, but we kind of waiting for them because they will do the handicap part of the,
Right.
Yeah.
Transitions,
but
yeah.
you get a different answer, I don't know. Their staff, they're having trouble with staffing too.
Oh.
I mean, I know that sounds like this. Some, well,
Mhm. Yeah.
I think we should send a preferred letter saying this needs to be addressed.
You tell me what you wanted to say and I will do it. Tell me like which way you guys want it, you know, I don't,
Not hateful, but firm. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, what do you?
None of those.
Are you looking for, you know, are you looking for the whole structures to be
I
done
think it should be done, and there should be,
sooner than?
crosswalks and, you know, pedestrian lights and stuff like that. It should be a real intersection.
The last answer we got was what, between 3 and 5 years it will be done or something,
Eight.
we're on the list.
He told us we're on
We're on the list,
for
potentially
everything.
3 to 5 years, but that's.
I'd be happy just to have them get that extension on that stupid manhole, so that it didn't.
Right.
Well, our guys are just gonna go do it,
We're
because we
gonna
have
fix
another one. The problem is they can't get the fill right now, whatever that fill is, so
Mike's gonna, those guys are gonna fix it. We
it's
need to
coming
get-
in on a pallet, we've ordered it from somewhere else, and I think honestly, JP might be the ones that have gotten it for us.
Oh, good.
So within the next couple weeks, we have it. That's typically theirs, but we have to fix the one down by the old garage where we had that problem.
Yeah.
So they're just gonna go do it.
Good.
And Morris Street, where do we stand with him?
We need a meeting with, he needs to, we need his insurance, it's a mess, it is a complete mess.
I know.
It's, anyways, we need to make a meeting with him. The problem is he needs to follow through with the paperwork, sign the grant, but then his insurance company has to sign off on it. And we just have to it's getting that full
And
process.
he doesn't come to town anymore,
No,
Well, he does, but it's,
not one.
and,
under the radar.
right, and once you have a phone conversation, it's almost like you forget, we've offered to drive to him,
I've talked to him a couple times.
and it's like, I don't know if he forgets,
That's what
I don't know. But it doesn't, Laura's offered to go with me and drive to him, so we need Vicky from Horizon, we need Skip, we need Laura. And Mike and you guys,
It can be
and I
done.
don't know, but pretty soon we have our permitting in there and I don't know how long that's good for.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else to do beyond this.
Can we,
Eminent domain can
seems-
take up to 7 years.
it seems bogus, but can we do like a court order appearance, like that he has to appear here on such a such a date at such a such a time?
I don't know.
Or fines will be applied, like, is there?
I don't
Let's
think we
ask
can
Laura.
find him because it's his property. We're
Right.
asking for
His permission.
his permission,
Yeah.
but the whole problem is the soil that's there.
Mhm.
And then we could just do it, and then when we come across it, have to treat it, but then we're talking, I don't know, we need them here to explain your options, because there's a lot.
Yeah.
But
Well,
ultimately, it
get some
requires his
schedule
insurance, his insurance company.
And but the state will pay for it.
Pay
Basically.
for some of it, but here's a problem that they will pay him, they will not pay
Pay
us.
us, right.
So we need that agreement signed. And we can apply for that grant on behalf of him, and part of that grant is his signature and his insurance company.
Right.
Or something like that. And now we are, as of January, 4 years in,
Right.
and it's not fair to those people.
No, I agree.
But we have no, I mean, the state has us tied one way,
He's got his type of-
we need to create a loop because we don't want, I don't know.
Yeah.
And the engineers. I think we should have just taken it at this 4 years ago and started the process,
The
but
whole thought.
I know.
That's,
So I don't know. I mean, we've all offered, like I said, to get in a car and even meet halfway. We'll drive to Massachusetts. We will do
I would
whatever we
too.
have to do at this point.
Right.
I feel especially if I'm like, hand down.
Mhm.
All this stuff.
But we're just, so.
Where are we with the head? And the
Plug
second
him,
one.
plug him
Going
along,
along.
yep,
Looks good.
yep. Did they get that granted?
I
Didn't hear
assume
back
so.
from her. Okay.
I have not heard any more, and I think I would have.
So as part of this, we get the pump station fully funded. So
That's
that's,
the plan.
won't be any money out of the town's pocket at all. So, between northern borders and, yeah.
Yep. Yes.
Yes, go.
With that you mentioned, would ask, that email that came about the wetlands,
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of an FYI,
The public
but
hearing.
where does it, there is a public hearing?
Isn't that what you said?
I can't find
It's-
any action coming from it.
I have to find it, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just a pass through.
Okay,
I just post, I'm required to post for them on our site and I honestly don't know a lot about it.
seems like there's considerable square footage there now, where they
Yeah.
have spoken of only hundreds of feet, now it's,
yeah, they've cut back the number of apartments to from 65 down
Are they,
to 30.
So they must be, so it says you have to have written comments must be received by the New Hampshire Housing Finance Authority by or before April 25th. A full description of the project may be emailed by contacting Christine at the New Hampshire HFA.
it gives you an email to email them and they will send you.
the wetlands.
Yep.
And
It's in that, it's at the very bottom of that notice that went out on the 10th. Anything else?
Motion to adjourn?
Oh,
Oh,
Any status on the change of the relocation of the trailhead that used to be across from the Tony's Restaurant? I mean, we were talking about moving it over to, the town was talking about moving it over to the top of
Well,
Lost Valley there.
It was sort of a suggestion, nothing has moved on that.
Yeah.
yeah, the forest.
The foresters said it's null and go, they're not doing it.
Okay,
So there you go.
And they have no plans of it at this time and they emailed the Lost Valley Association and told them that.
What kind of threw a wrench into it when we closed the parking lots,
the parking lots.
it's the Bonnies.
Oh,
The
yeah,
right
yeah,
hand side of
yeah,
one
yeah,
twelve.
okay.
Coming down.
So now it's not the same as it was.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
So the motion to adjourn on the table, anything else? We got a second, all those in favor? Thank you all for coming out this morning.
just, you're talking about down on Route 3,